Robinson, the big right-hander, stepping in to make his first appearance since being called up to the parent club and coming along yesterday, and becomes the third pitcher to work at tonight's ball game. Russell started. Pastore and Robinson here in the 7th inning. Van Slyke with a strike. Going on in the National League tonight, so don't go away. Van Slyke with a fast ball into right center field. Eric Davis handles it, and one gone for his 22 years of age. 1-2, the count to Porter. Good breaking pitch.
First baseman, David Green.
Nice situation to be in, making your major league debut. You can tell yourself, just go out and do the things you've been doing. That's a 2, so Toronto could move to within 7.5 of Detroit.
Picking up 2 full games. McGee a little bit undecided on that one. The appeal is made down to...
Robinson comes over to take over for Andy McGaffigan, coming into the ball game to work the 6th inning. This is the 3rd game he has worked. 2 home runs. He's out of there. Say goes down swinging. Press that with the Reds' excellent president, Bob Howsam, that he wanted to stay as a player. He felt it would help his managing. The runner goes. The pitch is a strike to throw through, and tagged out is George Fraser.
The Dodgers for 7 innings last Friday night at Dodger Stadium came out with a no decision. So Hershiser, 8-8 going for the Dodgers, and Northern California. Done very well for the Reds since they called him up from Wichita. Had a complete game victory over Pittsburgh. Then 7 shutout innings without a decision against the Dodgers 8 days ago in Los Angeles. Sachs going to third. On a drive, it'll be a double play. Oster back to Concepcion, and the Dodgers get burned. Houston 3-2, so San Diego's magic number remains at 6. 0-2 pitch to Breen, got him looking.
Robinson broke into the big league several weeks ago against the Chicago Cubs. He thought he was back in Little League, the way things went behind him. Guerrero swings and strikes out. Cincinnati Reds playing behind Robinson in his major league debut against the leading Chicago Cubs. Made 4 errors in the 1st inning. So Bob Ochinko will come in now to take over, and Robinson will leave.
.61 earned run average. He's out of Exeter, California, 6'4", 200 pounds. Number 1 draft pick of the Reds back in 1980. If every club succeeds in making the number of changes they have talked about making during the offseason, and he got him with a fastball. Second.
He got him.
We'll know in a moment. Murphy missed a changeup curveball before. Let's see. Yep. He struck him out. Murphy can run. He'll be Aaron behind him. Roger Maris had Mickey Mantle behind him. Willie Mays had Willie McCovey behind him. Ron Robinson gets out of the inning. Good pitching by the young right-hander. And the Braves come away empty with no runs, 2 hits, and they leave 3.
A couple of more homers to get to that 200 mark. They had a great article today about people who hit 40 homers. We'll talk about it later. Nice play by Robinson. He speared that ball. It was hard hit. Thompson's out. Might just be a muscle spasm. We've got another look.
Oh, there's a great camera shot.
The glove to the back.
22-year-old Ron Robinson had a 2.72 ERA with 24 strikeouts in just 39 innings.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Now the pitch. Struck him out. Dernier
takes a good fastball over the inside corner. Ron Robinson threw well for the Reds last year. He
should be utilized more as a starter than a reliever. Strike 3 call. And boy, Ron Robinson breezed through 148 here today. Struck him out with a curveball. Look out. Fastball right in his head. He ducked out of the way. He started to swing and he went around. You can tell it's getting a little tough to see up there. King of the bullpen to the Reds. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Struck him out. Say is called out on strikes. And he has really had a good day while he was in there 2 out of 4. Made a couple of fine catches. He struck him out. Curveball.
Born in California. He was 9-6 at Wichita last year, up with Cincinnati for a short time. Ron Robinson.
He was the #1 draft choice in the regular phase of the June 1980 draft. And, of course, the pitcher has a very good scouting report on all the batters. You can get a scouting report on a pitcher, but until you see him firsthand, that's a different story. Good breaking ball, and Andy never moved the bat.
Price and Pastore to the mound this evening for the Cincinnati Reds.
Last night it was Whitey Herzog that had to dig into his bullpen. Tonight, Mr. Andar has given that bullpen a breather, hasn't he? Boy, that's so important, Jay. So important.
Little broken bat popper right out there to Robinson.
There in Belize. Hey, struck him out. 1, 2, 3. We go on the bottom of the 9th. The Cubs 3 outs away from the victory, leading 4-1.
The 5th inning, Pete Van Weer and Ernie Johnson joining you now. There's the new Cincinnati pitcher, right-hander Ron Robinson. And there are his numbers for the year. He began the season at AAA. Roll toward first. Pete Rose on to Robinson covering, 2 down. We're in the bottom half of the 5th inning. It's now an official game. And that takes care of Horner.
Night, June 15th to 5 o'clock on the West Coast and 8 o'clock here.
This should end the inning. Concepcion on to Pete Rose, and the 1-6-3 double play ends it. So nothing doing for the Braves in the
5 earned run average in 14 2/3 innings. He was a starter earlier in the year with the Denver Zephyrs, and I think
on the fastball last night, started him off with a curve, went with a slider. He pounded both those foul, and then sent the heat on the outside corner and got him up and in outside.
If he can throw this up and in, I think he can strike him out again right there.
Perfect call, Joe Morgan. Down we go.
Dugout picking up the broken glass from those water bottles. And hope at that point Robinson came in. Rose to Robinson, and that'll do it for San Diego.
But to be the guy in the middle, and because he knows if he does well, maybe he'll get another start. So everything is in his favor, I believe. He dropped down to 250. Now he's back to a 35-inch bat, and he's gone back on the rise from 250.
And he's back to the dugout and out to left field. He's a strikeout victim. Ron Robinson stopping the Phils at least for 1 inning, and the Reds lead. I guess your point is, as Sam Wells strikes out, and that is, so Schmidt is 3 for 4. A double, a triple, a double tonight, and a strikeout against Ron Robinson, if you want to include spring training. Robinson strikes out Hayes looking for the 2nd time.
0-2. He has 26 steals this year and 7 home runs. Checks his swing up high nicely. Gets the call from the first base umpire. He struck him out, and Sam Will complain.
it's awfully close from here. I didn't think it was kind of a borderline call. He could be called out. I didn't really think he went all the way. No.
Allen nicely has called a good game. He has to go the distance. Swing and a miss. Another pretty slider thrown by Ron Robinson.
If I was in that clubhouse, that's what they would do. And they throw you the high fastball because you'll chase that too.
Well, there's the slider, a swing and a miss. Down goes Virgil, so to the Phillies, but they come up with 1 run.
And then they got him out. And then, you know, Wilson hasn't been swinging the bat that well this series, so, you know, I was glad to see him get him out with no run.
6'4", 215-pounder. That red hair matches the red Cincinnati cap. Curveball swung on and missed. Expos then moved on to Atlanta, which is an excellent park to hit in. And here in Cincinnati, one of the better ballparks to hit in. There's the curveball, who's kind of been off and on, but they've been around. So you really can't have all rookies. You have to mix in an occasional vet. There's that curveball. Well, I don't know if Nolan Ryan will tell his outfielders to do that. He's going for 4,000 against the Mets. He needs 7. And there's number 4. It'll be 56. 2-2 curveball. Ball strike 3. Webster has a few thoughts to Frank Pulley. That's a strikeout for Robinson, his 6th of the ball game. After 2 consecutive fastballs, Robinson goes outside with the hook. And doesn't make the corner. It's like an expensive hit. And coming on to replace Robinson is their big right-hander and their ace out of the bullpen, Ted Power. So Pete Rose wants to go with his ace out of the bullpen with runner.
Ball moved the runner to third base. Bond hitting at 277. Right back at Robinson. Good play by him. Holds Samuel at second.
Boy, a good fielding pitcher can really help himself. That ball was hit sharply. Bounced right up.
Samuel picked off second base by a mile. Buddy Bell to Concepcion. Struck him out. That's the first strikeout for Robinson. Struck him out with a fastball. Virgil committed himself and
he got him. Strikeout number 4 for Robinson, and for the 2nd inning in a row, he has put the Phillies down in turn. And so in the middle of the 4th inning, Phils lead the Reds 3-2. Sure. Mike Schmidt was Herbie Lee. Sammy, his field is in. A hitter's delight. Just off the end of his bat. Nobody's going to score on that play. Robinson fields and throws.
Him with a record of 5-1, an earned run average of 3.59. He's walked only 12, struck out 32, and given up 36 hits in 42 2/3 innings. Preacher Roll, once a Pittsburgh Pirate, as was Billy Cox. Foul tipped into the glove of the catcher Bilodello, and a strikeout.
Ron Robinson with excellent control. He's walked only 12 men.
There's baseball now. The average has gone from 4 a game per team to about 6.5.
Well, there's another one. 85.
Ron Robinson's record is 5-1 with a 3.51 earned run average, and as I mentioned
first, Ron Robinson working 2-2 on UL Washington. And he gets him on strike. A loss, a Reds victory, and the Reds would move back into second place. The bunt by Fitzgerald. Robinson a lot of time at Montreal. And Robinson.
Baseball over to the clubhouse after the game to have it autographed by Darrell Porter. The next. Robinson, the Reds' #1 draft pick in June of 1980. He's from Woodlake, California. And that is it.
About 12 games out.
Better, but not enough.
Yeah.
Strikeout number 3 for Ron Robinson. I'm in the left channel.
He's punched out of there. Runge caught looking.
Ron Robinson.
Good curveball by Robinson. Got that one down. Struck out Murph. That's strikeout number 6. Curveball strikeout. Hall thought it was high. Engel thought other.
Right toe. Ron Robinson's record this year is 5-4 with an earned run average of 4.12. He's 1-0 against San Diego this year.
And Bochy's gone.
And a lot of times on low line drives.
Ron Robinson sacrificed back in the 3rd inning. He rips a hit into left center field. That's the 4th Reds hit. San Diego has 5.
The way I see it is the wrong way because he doesn't have anyone warming up in the bullpen. But he's got to figure that Lamar has to be getting a little tired now, I would think.
That's the first hit of the year for Ron Robinson. And for Robinson, that's the first hit he's ever had in the major leagues.
Well, he'll remember that a long time, and Dick Williams must.
And I imagine his nickname is Red. You see that hair protruding out from under that cap. He's put together a decent season to this point. He's been used both as a starter and a reliever. And
only the 10th start that he has had. He's had 1 save coming out of the pen for Pete Rose. 1-2 pitch to Mizrachi. Got him swinging on that one.
You remember, Gene, back in 1968 when Frank went on that big home run binge in May for the Washington Senators? I saw about 5 of those. All over the New York Mets. Slider got him looking. The 3rd strikeout for Robinson.
Got a good slider. He's, as I mentioned earlier, he.
Pino strikes out to open up the inning. That's the only other game going on in the major leagues. And Doran strikes out.
He's better looking than Rader.
He's got to have a lot better disposition to pitch. Rader didn't have the patience.
Well, a big jug handle pitch right there. Caught him looking.
Well, there's a ground ball. Rose has got it. And so does Robinson, and Bailey seem into swinging at bad breaking balls, and as a result, he's got his on-base average up over the league average.
Garner goes down swinging. Well, I think 3 of his homers are against the Reds. Rose will start it, then come back to the bag. The pitcher will be there ahead of him, and that's a double play. A 3-6-1 double play. Another 0-2. And he's gone. Shortstop 5-2 in the 3rd. Right at Rose, off the chest, flips to Robinson, and they get Doran. 2 down. All right, Wrangler, Doran had a 2-run homer in the 3rd. Right now, that's the difference in this game. Rose has it. He's going to flip it. Way, that was close.
Robinson, he picked that line drive off and did it nonchalantly. I'll tell you what, that's a pretty good catch. Boy, that ball got to him right now, and he caught it in a ho-hum fashion. He was positioned pretty well to play it, and fortunately...
Struck him out. The pitch to the bull. Struck him out with a fastball. And here's a big pitch. Jody represents the tying run. 3-2 delivery. Struck him out on ball 4. 3 strikeouts in a row for Robinson.
This is out of the strike zone. Jody helps him out. Tough to catch up to that high fastball.
2-2 pitch. Struck him out. 4 strikeouts in a row. What an exhibition of relief pitching. Here's Bosley. He was called. He is fan 5. He struck him out on 3 pitches. He struck out the side. A total of 6 strikeouts in 2 2/3 innings of relief.
He went. Got him with a high fastball, and Robbie starts out well.
Those that are watching it back home in Cincinnati, I'm sure will be there on Fan Appreciation Day next week.
I'm sure they will.
And we appreciate them.
Strike 3 call. I think plate umpire Dave Pallone wants to get. Pitch. He got him. A strikeout swinging, and this one belongs to the Reds. Ron Robinson strikes out the side in the bottom half of the...
Hubbard lays it off. Bottom of the 9th. And Ryan. Ball strike 3. Hubbard's out of there on a fastball outside corner.
Well, it looks a little outside.
Here it is. There they go. Call strike 3 fastball. Murphy caught looking. We're out number 3. We go to the...
Harper at second. There are 2 out. The 2-2 pitch. We will go to the 11th inning. Virgil was overmatched on that Robinson curveball. He has struck out 3 men in 2 innings. 1 hit, no runs, no errors.
Second appearance of the 86 season, and Steve, that first one was a dandy last Monday against the Phillies.
Yes, indeed it was. 3 1/3 innings. Allowed only 1 hit, no runs, and picked up the save from Mario Soto, and the Reds' only victory this year. He had everything going well. The fastball, the curveball, and was just handling the strike zone beautifully. His 85 numbers, he was both at
zone after that one. That's in the air to left, and that's hit well. Venable going back. Padres denied a home run. What a catch by Max Venable in left field. Takes away a tie. Templeton strikes out swinging. And the Padres are down to their final. You can have half of it, but the other half is mine. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And this one belongs to the...
So the Braves have a tough customer to try to chase down now. Bruce Benedict was talking about that on the bus today.
Andres Thomas on deck. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Bouncer right back to the mound. The runner has to hold. 2 men are out. And here comes the 3-2 pitch to Andres Thomas. He struck him out with a changeup, and the ball game's over.
Ron Robinson pulled the string on strike 3. And the Cincinnati Reds have John Sterling, Skip Carey, Ernie Johnson, our entire TBS crew. This is Pete Madden.
And hopefully we will do that. Ron Robinson on the mound, and so far tonight, everything else is up in the air, a strikeout.
Well, he gets Larry Anderson, scout.
It's old Bo Bowman there in the Astro jacket. He charts all their pitches. And
got him.
See you later with the hook.
How about that?
Robinson strikes him out with a low breaking ball, and that's his third punch out.
Got Billy Hatcher on a pitch a lot like this, setting him up with that breaking stuff. Boy, he throws a nasty one in the outside portion of the plate.
0-2 on Anderson. And
is he saying, oh, okay, Ron, now I go with the fastball. Now I go with the curveball.
Good fastball up, and he blows Davis away. I'll tell you, the shot that you had of the day. Rose to Robinson. And this one belongs to the Reds. The Giants go out quickly in the bottom. Leveling that bat a couple of times. Strike 3 call, and that's what you call a major league breaking pitch.
Helmet that holds 2 cans of soft drink or beer or whatever.
And that's all for me.
Steve, where if he makes that same pitch, you might get Carter to swing at it.
Curveball, he struck him out. What a pitch by Robinson. 2 outs now, and here comes George Foster as Carter goes back kind of looking at the heavens. A beautiful pitch, Joe.
Well, a good curveball, and really in the same location, only the curve.
Robinson, what he hates most in life, and he'll tell you right away, walks.
He did.
He went around, and Ron Robinson with a brilliant job of pitching.
2-2, the count to Kevin Mitchell. 5-1 Mets in the 8th. 2 out. There's the curveball. Big, slow number 2, and that'll wrap up Mitchell.
For the last few years, but to drive one on to Waveland this afternoon through this wind would take a heck of a shot. He doesn't make any contact at all. Robinson comes in, strikes Davis out. Joe some problems, but he can be one of the game's best when healthy. Well, Say goes down swinging. First time they've retired him. That does it. Robinson strikes out the red-hot Jerry Mumphrey, and the Reds win.
Greg, I gave you that Budweiser T-shirt. You've never worn that.
It's back in my locker.
Back in your locker in Cincinnati. Have you ever worn it?
I keep it protected. I'm afraid somebody might decide they want it.
The talent that they possess in all areas. It's been a whale of a year. That's all for Fitzgerald. And
Anthony Munoz of the Cincinnati Bengals.
You'll lose. There's a base hit. So Ronnie Robinson makes it 1 for 12 on the year. As he grounds Bob McClure dead up the middle, the Reds, he would hesitate to bring him on. It wouldn't make any difference who might be hitting. There's a big strikeout on Johnson. There goes Raines, and a swing and a miss, and the throw to second not in time. So Dawson is struck out. Strikes. Tim Raines at second, 2 outs. And swung on and missed. Butera picks it up, completes the game-ending strikeout, and this one belongs to the Reds. They combined 2-hit shutout from John Denny and from Ron Robinson as the Reds.
In an effort to bunt Wallach along, he lined that base hit to right. And here's a bunt third base side. Throw to third. Got him. Good play by Ron Robinson.
We'll take a look at it again, but boy, he definitely backhanded that ball and came up throwing.
He made the play happen, Marty, by just getting up and making the decision immediately as he made the play. There's the backhand. He's going to third the entire time and cuts down Tim Wallach at third. That's a fine play by Ron Robinson. was, because as Marty said, he's throwing the heat, and he just catches the outside corner of the plate with a fastball that is on the block. Nieto hits the breaking pitch pretty well.
Nick will charge. Robbie gets a foot out. Good job by Ron Robinson. And Montreal fails to score after getting back-to-back base hits to begin the inning. In the middle of the eighth, kids in the eighth, DeWallach and Law was able to get out of that jam, but not able to get out of a situation here in the ninth inning. Strike three call. He made some nasty pitches to Andre Dawson. That was a fastball away. Dawson reacting like he didn't agree with the call from Lee Wire, and still gesturing, as you see, going back at the Montreal dugout. I don't see where he's got an argument, unless he felt the pitch.
Striking out 82 and walking 34, and Mike Scott a pitch away from striking out for the third straight time.
He does.
In California in both baseball and football, as well as league MVP in basketball. Call strike three. Melvin caught looking. 2 away, and Jose Uribe will be the batter.
That last pitch is that I don't think Leonard can swing the bat right now as well, hitting behind Robbie Thompson. Well, he's out. There are 2 away.
Comes in out of the bullpen to finish up. The Reds leading the Dodgers 5-1 here in the second game after Cincinnati bagged the opener 4-0. Quite a shot, and well, he should be. He's 8-3 against the league, and he takes care of Matusik looking on a breaking ball. One out, and now here's Brock. You get a second look at the redhead from Northern California. Gilly Matusik. The Reds have got excellent pitching tonight. Strike three called, and it appeared Brock was guessing and guessed wrong. The Dodgers won all 6 meetings so far between the clubs in Los Angeles, and the Reds will have taken all 4 between the squads here at Riverfront Stadium. The 1-2 pitch. Strike three called in the outside corner. Guerrero caught looking. Half a dozen strikeouts for the 2 Cincinnati pitchers, and that's the third for Ron Robinson in 2 innings. Fastball got the outside corner. Great location. Madlock. Mike Marshall on deck. A comebacker. Robinson feels Madlock's capper and throws him out easily. Stillwell singled that one home. Cal Daniels hit solo homers in the 3rd and 5th innings. Eddie Milner swatted a 2-run homer in the 6th. And it was 5-0 in this game before the Dodgers finally got their first run of the night on Cabell's 7th inning single and Trevino's double. Robinson's pitch is swung on and missed. And so, as Mike Marshall strikes out, it's just an indication of what kind of a frustrating evening it was for the Dodgers as they bowed twice at Riverfront Stadium.
Here a look at his statistics on the season. 2.62 the earned run average. As he warms up, let's remind all of you to remember, if you can, that over the Labor Day weekend, Cardinals starting tonight 25-31 against Western teams. Nicely strikes out. Caught at the corner. Strikeout number 2. Boy, Robinson looking very sharp here in the 8th. Cardinals are down 1-2. Into left. Landrum is there. Robinson tags. Robinson coming, and he is safe. Larkin with the sacrifice fly. It's 9-4. A pretty good throw. And it would have been very close had Lake been able to hold on to the ball. But watch what happens. Bounded right over his glove. Hurdle has come out on deck for the Redbirds. But right now, Herr is in the hole. He got him. Strikeout. The Reds have swept the Redbirds. Road trip that went very well at Montreal and at Chase.
Got an old 57 earned run average early on in the season. The job by Winningham. Rose with the throw to third. Raines trying to get out of the rundown play, and the Reds trying to turn two. There are players everywhere. Expo runners are out, and what a double play. You won't see many like that. The Expos had a similar situation in Montreal when Jason Thompson got a hard ground ball and tried to go to third. He threw wild, and it turned out to be a big inning. Here, Raines realizes he's out. Concepcion gets him in the rundown. Raines trying his best to get out of it. Now Winningham had taken a wide turn and heads up. Stillwell picked him up. Robinson was covering. I think everybody was in on that. Ron Robinson throws pretty good. Nicknamed the True Creature by his teammates. There's the high fast one. It was a little bit tight. Probably a ball, but tough to lay off. A strikeout for Robinson. One down in the seventh.
Watch Hubie try and stop this bat about halfway. Oh, I don't want to, but he did.
9 right now. They're carrying 9. And they will need that extra pitcher to insert into the rotation. So some decisions will have to be made by Pete Rose. Ball strike 3. Robinson with his second strikeout.
Tried to steal back in the third, was cut down by Bo Diaz. This time he's working against Sal Butera. There's a ground ball. Robinson spears it, and the side is retired. We will head to the 8th inning.
3-run home run. Well, you might as well let him know you're out there.
That sounds like Ron Robinson. He's the kind of guy who will do this. The high heat, get off the plate, move back. And now he'll do it.
He's given up a tape measure shot to Murphy. And he needs an out. Don't make the same mistake to Horner. Strike 3 call. Heck of a pitch right there.
You throw a breaking pitch with 3 balls to a batter, and Bob Horner probably is saying, hey, Ron Robinson, great pitch. I'm out of here, but I can't believe you threw me a curveball. I'm looking fastball, and you locked me up, but good.
So Ronnie Robinson confronted with his second really big pitch of the inning. Big in the sense that if he makes it, he stays. If he doesn't, he could go. Strike 3 call. That was another breaking ball. The same pitch he threw to Horner to get him looking. 1 run.
A lot. Breaking ball, and Stone's called out on strikes.
I didn't like it.
Curveball.
Looked like it might have been a shade outside. Must have been too close to take. We'll take another look at it. Watch where Bo catches the ball.
Yep. The counter with Fernando. Strike 3 fastball. Got the outside corner. The Dodgers get a gift and happily take it.
28 players. They optioned 9 out to Albuquerque and 1 to San Antonio. Begins to get a little more interesting. There's strike 3 called as Robinson gets Russell on a fastball that got.
Chuck and duck if you're Dave Gumpert. Hello.
Wasn't that bad a pitch? Scoops a sinker ball almost off the ground. Not supposed to hit those kind of pitches if you're a pitcher.